test Azzurri Forza RL, new carbon bike from cyclingexpress.com. Checking it out. I actually bought this bike. It's not a paid endorsement or anything like that. I purchased this bike with my own money and spec'd it out. I did sell the wheels because I already had enough wheels. They were coming with Maverick serum equipped. Not a bad wheel. Not a bad wheel at all. Check out this mushroom. I thought it was pretty cool. Up Mount Lofty, South Australia. World's best cycling training grounds, in my opinion. How does the bike ride? We'll get more of the details of the bike later, but how does it ride? It does ride. It's a very high performance bike for the money. It is a very, very cheap bicycle. It retails around $2,500 Australian US for full SRAM red, and it's the latest SRAM red model. So 10-speed SRAM red there. Accelerates well, rides as good as my Cervelo. I've got a Cervelo that's worth for about $9 replacement value, and this Azzurri actually does ride as good as it, and actually descends a lot better, more confidence inspiring. I'm not known for my daredevil descending, but the Azzurri, pretty good. It's definitely not as stiff as the Giant, but it's a lot stiffer than any Cervelo out there. And they're descending here, so it's definitely just that. It's just got more carbon into it. It's not as super light and flexy as some of the top end bikes are. I mean, a lot of the bikes these days, you really are paying for marketing. Azzurri doesn't have a pro team, hence their overheads are so little. They can pump out these cheap bikes, yet they are genuine high performance bicycles. And as you'll see in this test review coming up, so descending confidence. Anyone who rides me knows I'm not a gun descender, but bikes like this definitely inspire more confidence, and I rate them definitely. It accelerates great. I've got a power meter on. I can hit my numbers. I can hit my numbers with this bike, not a hassle at all. Oversized bottom brace there on the fork, ripped out of the frame just to check it out. So it's a full carbon, high modulus they claim, and the dropouts down the bottom here. Come on, mate, just focus, would you? Just focus. There we go. Two little aluminium sandwiches, sandwich the carbon there, a little bit more durable. Remember, you've got to be careful when you're putting your bike on the ground that you don't chip the end of your carbon forks off. So it's an in-brand, in-house fork. It's about 400 grams. Comes with an FSA plug adapter in there, so less chance of damaging your carbon steerer. Here we are, Norton Summit, actually Checkers Hill, cut to that. Checkers Hill, riding with the Lotto team, I caught up with them. Going up Checkers Hill, very steep climb. And I'm on the back, puffing there. And now we hooked up with the Movistar. That's the beautiful thing about Adelaide. You don't know who you're going to hook up with out training. And these guys often get lost and they need someone to show them where to go. So that's why Adelaide is the best cycling grounds on earth. That's the team car there. Don't try that at home. This is a little test I like to do. It's called strip off your jersey, put it back on, and then see how the bike accelerates. So you can see very stable handling. I read on a forum, someone says, oh, the Azzurris are cheap, but they don't handle well. Well, here I am riding up no hands, up a hill at about 250 watts. Put my jersey inside out, back on, over the shoulders there. And now watch this, accelerate out of that. So if anyone says Azzurris aren't straight bikes, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about really, do they? And then bam, attacking out the saddle, flexing up the climb. Not a problem, hitting 600, 700, 800 watts. Not an issue with a bike like this. So does it ride well? Yes, it does. You're not paying for that wank brand. You know, Cervelo, Colnago. It's nice bikes. Hey, you ride what you want to ride. I'm not saying these bikes are bad, but there is no need to spend that much on a bike if you don't want to. You can, by all means. I mean, I certainly have in the past, but these days there's no need to. If you think that a $2,500 bike isn't as good as a $10,000 bike, then in 2013 you actually are wrong. And bikes like this prove that they're just as good. They're just as good. They don't have the prestige, obviously, but they're made in the same factories as a lot of the famous bikes out there anyway. Liquid paper marks there. Always mark your setup. So it comes with full SRAM red. Everything. The brakes, the rear cassette, the chain, the rear derailleur. It's not like any little half step in here. Gore cables. Just fantastic deal. Fantastic. I've got my power meter on the back there. SRAM red cranks. I prefer compact, SRAM red front derailleur. Bottom bracket there, you can see the red bottom bracket, ceramic. Big down tube, very stiff, very stiff. Lifetime warranty on the Azzurri, lifetime warranty. Oversized fork down the bottom there. Again, one of my front wheels. And FSA alloy bars, I put my own stem on there, a bit shorter. Okay, Banana Boy, how does the bike perform really? objectively. A lot of people do a test, say, yeah, it's stiff and it's light and it's really looks fast. But how does it perform in an objective manner? Show me the data. Okay, here we go. This is a Cervelo versus Azzurri test. If we look here at December 31st, 2012, we have the corkscrew time, 368 watts, 8:16 for the climb on Strava here. If we go, that's on the Cervelo, all right, $9,000 bike, top of the line Cervelo. And we have here 3rd of February down below, an 8:17, 365 watts, so approximately the same wattage, 1 second slower on the Azzurri. So you got a $9,000 bike, same rider on a $2,500 bike. Okay, so how objective can you get it? You can't get more objective than that. Corkscrew is good because the wind isn't really a factor, and if you look at the wattages, it's pretty much identical. So the times are pretty much identical. So there you go. $9,000 bike, $2,500 bike. Cervelo, Azzurri. Buy what you want to buy. Okay, do what you want to do, but don't be fooled into thinking that because your bike isn't on a pro team that it's not good enough. That is one of the biggest myths out there. Okay, so my only gripe with the Azzurri would be for people who don't know their bike fit up yet. They might get the wrong size or whatever, but I'm sure if you talk with the Cycling Express crew, if you talk with them and say, hey, you know, how tall I am, it's my leg length, blah, 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 they can put you in the right direction, and any good bike shop locally will be able to fit you up at a fee. So that's my review. Pros and cons. Pros, excellent bike, as good as a $9,000 bike. Cons, might be tricky getting your right size. So there you go. Put your comments and questions down below. Azzurri Forza RL objective test done. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on the road. Wait, can you get us some EPA out of the fridge? Just let it thaw for a few minutes. You got that? Where's that tourniquet at?